New released for Star Wars Day, May the 4th, I'm happy to bring you the Corellian C-90 Corvette, Tantive IV. While there are many recognizable vessels in the Rebel fleet, I find this one to be one of the most iconic. Not only is it the first ship seen in the first scene of the first movie, it's also a tough little ship that made its getaway in Rogue One with the Death Star plans aboard. With such valuable cargo, the Emperor wasn't about to let the ship escape. While it made a good run for it, it was eventually captured, but not before Princess Leia was able to hide the plans in R2-D2's memory banks and send him along his way as C-3PO to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. While the ship didn't successfully escape, it was only one of many of this model that were used by the Rebel fleet over its long campaign against the Empire. At first glance, one could easily mistake this kit as being part of the Ultimate Collector series. At just over 2 feet, or about 60 centimeters in length, there's a lot of detail to appreciate. From the massive 11 engine mounted at the rear, to the multiple turbo lasers along the body, and the oddly shaped but very recognizable cockpit, LEGO has done a great job of capturing this ambassadorial ship. Despite all its goodness, the set's not perfect. I'm personally not a big fan of the satellite dish. I feel that it stands out and doesn't flow very well with the rest of the design. I also find this one to be a bit awkward to pick up. While the body is rather rigid and structurally sound, there isn't an obvious way to pick it up. No matter how I hold it, it never feels quite right. It's a little too big to play with and doesn't come with a display stand, leaving this one stuck somewhere between a playset and a display piece. Moving on to the features, this ship has 4 rotating single turbo laser turrets along the top, 2 sets of dual turbo laser turrets, one dorsal, one ventral, with the top one coming equipped with stud shooters, and a set of cannons facing straight forward. For the internal scene, there's a meeting room and seats for the 2 pilots in the cockpit. As to the minifigs, we have Captain Antilles, who lost his life protecting Princess Leia, a Rebel Fleet trooper, who I think is also safe to say didn't survive much longer, Princess Leia, her adopted father Bail Organa, and the most recognizable droids from the Star Wars franchise, R2-D2 and C-3PO. Long term, I haven't decided if I'll keep this one assembled or not. If I don't, as always, I'll be happy to extend my free play brick collection by another 1,768 pieces, which is both the purpose and the marvel of LEGO. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back here next week for another new release. See you then!